Hello, Assalamu alaikum Shabaike, and good afternoon everyone. My name is Fabliha Bushra Khan Rupunti. I go by Rupunti and I'm a PTE instructor and trainer at PEC-Education. I have scored recently a 90 in the PTE test, and that is basically the highest marks that you can achieve in this test. Now, first things first, what is PTE? That's what most of you might be asking, or those who have joined now might be curious about what PTE is. Now, basically, it is just a simple English standardized test that is designed for non-natives who want to go and study abroad in an English-speaking country, or who wants to immigrate in such countries. Okay? So, as you can see from my introduction, it's basically like two other exams that we often hear about. That's the IELTS and the TOEFL. And you're right, it's exactly like that. It's like IELTS and TOEFL, but PTE was introduced recently, around 10 years ago. And while IELTS is based in Britain by the British Council and TOEFL is mostly used in the US, PTE was first established by Pearson, and it was mostly used in countries of Australia and New Zealand. But today, PTE is trusted worldwide and it's used by almost every educational institute in these countries. Okay, now first another thing, how is PTE different from IELTS or TOEFL, or is it just the same? Okay, PTE, like IELTS or TOEFL, has 4 basic sections. That's something that is true for almost every English test you will take. That is, you have the speaking, the reading, the writing, and the listening sections. Okay, but how it's different is, unlike those two tests, PTE is completely computer based. That is, a computer, you will take your test in front of a computer, and an AI will basically mark your grades. So your answers will not be seen by any human examiner. Okay, and this creates a more fair judgment where you don't have any biases based on your handwriting, if you have a bad handwriting, or anything when you're speaking to someone, your body language, all that doesn't matter. What matters is how you sound and your pronunciation. And because it's computer based, it's also more accessible, and the tests are taken more frequently, so you can have flexible dates on whenever you want to take the exam. Okay, and the results are mostly available within 48 hours. But recently in Bangladesh, you can even get it within just 1 day, that's 24 hours. And another thing, if you know about IELTS, mostly you can send your results for free in 3 institutions or something, but and then additional institutions, if you want to send it somewhere else, then you will need to pay some additional fees. But for PTE, you can send your scores pretty much unlimitedly to however many institutions you want, completely for free. Okay, so basically, because it's a computerized test, you have all these special features, and it's more accessible, it's taken more frequently, and is much more convenient. And because of these things, the PTE exam has spread widely all over the world, and it's now the exam of choice for many people who might have some time constraints. Okay, now is PTE really better than IELTS? You will hear it often that PTE is easier to score than IELTS, and I will say in some cases it is true. Now, I won't say which is better, because both have their own way of scoring and their own perks. Okay, but PTE, for one thing, is, as you know, because of all the features, it's much more convenient. So it's better that way if you have a time constraint, and if you're afraid to speak in front of an examiner, then PTE, you can just easily sit in front of the computer in your comfort zone and just give your test. One thing about PTE, since it's a recent introduction, now as you know, most of the studying nowadays takes place in an online platform. From submitting your assignments to you have online classes and even online exams. So PTE basically is going with the flow, and the whole thing is integrated completely with the computer system. Nowadays, even IELTS have computer based test, but it's not as well integrated as PTE yet. Then another thing I would say, the difference between the two is that time is a major factor in PTE exam. Now you might say it's also a factor for IELTS and TOEFL, and you will be right. We all know, if anyone is familiar with IELTS, that for the reading section especially, time is a constraint. You have to read huge passages within a short time. But what I mean by time is a more important factor in PTE is that basically for every question you will have a timer in front of you, in front of your screen. So for every question you have to take care of your time, and this time will differ from question to question. Some question types you will have 30 seconds, some 40 seconds. Some questions you will be allowed to prepare for 25 seconds, some for 10 seconds. So that's a factor that many people will get nervous about. So again, because of this reason, time is a very big factor, and practice is one of the major ways that you can get your score better. Now, because time is such a factor, PTE doesn't put too much emphasis on your grammatical, it does put on grammatical structure, but not on grammatical complexity. You don't need that much complexity or as much vocabulary range as you would need in IELTS, because they check how fast you can do your tests for each question. And because of that, what I think is the time factor that will be a problem for PTE can be overcome through systematic learning. Okay, now I believe you all are kind of familiar, if those who have just joined and did not know what PTE is. So if you are interested in taking PTE courses or want to go abroad, then this is a choice for you. So let's come to our institution, that is PTE Education. We were basically set up in 2016, and we were the first educational institute to provide PTE courses, and hence we are the most experienced or trusted in this field, you might say. And we have certified and well experienced PTE trainers who have been doing this for a long time, and we offer our students a variety of facilities. We have our own mock tests which are scored similarly to the PTE, so you can come and take our mock tests without joining a course. And also these tests will be personally and analyzed, and we will give you feedbacks. Our trainers will give you feedback for every mock test you take. There are some other facilities which we provide with our courses, like course materials for grammar, vocabulary, then samples, repeat questions, etc. And many practice links too. We also are the authorized PTE exam registration point. So if you come to us, we can help you with the PTE exam registration and create an online profile with Pearson. Okay, so now we come to our online courses. Okay, we have recently started online courses, and this again goes well with the fact that PTE is an online based exam. Okay, so our online courses have pretty much the same facilities as the on-site courses. Okay, so if you want to familiarize yourself with online learning, for those who find computers a little bit taxing or are not that tech savvy, then if you come to online courses, it will prepare you for how you can sit in front of the computer and give your exam. You will type your answers to your trainer, and when you speak or give answers, you will do that in front of the laptop with the trainer on the other side. So the only thing is, for PTE exam there won't be any trainer. So it's another way for you to prepare for giving the PTE exam in front of a computer. So what we do basically in this online course is combine the convenience that is studying from home, not having to go outside and not having to come here on site, and just train and study from your homes. And with that, you can also prepare for the PTE exam. Now, for online courses and for our site courses, we have two types of courses. That is, you can take the long course or you can take the short course. Now, the long course is for 2 to 2.5 months, and this depends on how many days a week you want to study with us. So it's either 2 days a week or 3 days a week. And with this, we will give you 5 mock tests along with the course, with your personal assessment and all the course materials that we normally give to everyone who come here and take part in our on-campus course. Okay, now the short course is for 7 days with 3 mock tests, and in this course too we will give you all the materials, and this course will also have you will be able to speak personally, and it can be a batch program or it can be a one-on-one course. So you can have a long course which is one-on-one or batch, and you can have a short course which is for 7 days, and then your 3 mock tests which is one-on-one or in batch. And we are starting a new online course batch from this Saturday from 3 p.m. and the PTE long course will start this Sunday from 12 p.m. The online payment option that we have facilities. You can come to our website, that is www.pcpte.com, and through Visa or Master credit or debit card you can pay for your course through that website, or you can do a bank transfer or through a company bank account. Now let's come to some other facilities that we provide to our students. Now, if you do take PT course for us, most likely if you want to go abroad to study, then PEC-Education offers study abroad facilities to countries like Canada, UK, USA and Australia. Okay, and the application process we will give you free of charge since you're our student, and all the documentation, visa, lodging, services, everything, we will do it free of charge, and you won't have to take that headache. So the PT students by the PEC-Education, we are also authorized as a representative of many leading universities in these countries. Okay, so if you are interested, you can leave your comments and questions below this video, and we will get back to you soon. And if you are interested in our courses or you want to know more about, then please comment below and we will be sure to get back to you. And another thing, our PEC Institute is located in Mirpur 10. So you can find our phone number in the Facebook page and also our full address. So you can come here anytime and we will give you free assessment on what your English level is for a PTE program. So I hope you have enjoyed today's live session and that it was informative for you, and that you will be able to, if you are planning to take an an English standardized test, that you will think about PTE as one of your options. And with this, I would like to sign out and say goodbye. So I hope to see you soon. Thank you.